Okay, we have the combo ready to go. He won't be expecting this. His setup looks like he went for 61 points breakpoint. Let's see if we can get the combo going. Alright, the combo is loaded. Read the jump attack. Catch him. GG. Hello, it's Cried here, with a video for a build that utilizes a very cool setup combo. I also want to introduce an idea that while might be harder to incorporate into builds, makes theory crafting very interesting, and is definitely something underutilized by the community so far, because it takes both knowledge and execution, while not being straight up OP. It's also one of the ways you can utilize bows without a pure bow build. First, allow me to introduce to you the star of today's video, the Ash of War, Storm Assault. You're probably not super familiar with this move, because while it can deal a lot of damage when you can land the full Ash of War, it leaves you vulnerable for an extended amount of time if you don't stagger your enemies with the initial close-range AoE. Without the stagger, even when you hit your enemy with the beginning of the move, they have enough time to escape your plunge downwards and punish you. One reason you don't see this Ash of War much is that the first part of this weapon art doesn't do a whole lot of poise damage, so you usually get punished. For PvP, this weapon art deals a base poise damage of the weapon times 10. PvE poise damage is just a tenth of the PvP poise damage. Storm Assault can be used on the following weapon types, with the following base poise damage. With simple math, this is what we get. But if you've PvP'd, you'd probably heard of the 61 poise breakpoint, which is the most popular breakpoint for PvP. Or maybe you've seen some guy wear 4 bull goats for 100 poise. Anyway, the main point is, it is fairly common for people to poise through your wind AoE, rendering your otherwise powerful weapon art weak. It makes this Ash of War not really popular, combined with its short range. To rectify its weakness, we are going to use bows and arrows. I know your first thought is probably Black Bow and Centrina's arrows for sleep, because that's the strongest bow setup for PvP, especially with latency. It is indeed effective, but I found full bow builds quite boring when it's not a great bow. With this build, we're actually only using bow as the support, and we're going with Stormwing Bow and Arrow. What's so special about this arrow, and why is it the best arrow for this build? The main reason we're using this arrow is because it deals 50 poise damage in PvP, instead of 20 poise damage like the other arrows. For a more detailed comparison, I suggest watching my bow video to learn more about these weapons in general. Anyway, 50 poise damage is very important for us, because the weapon type I'm selecting for this build is the heavy thrusting sword. How does this come into play? Well, the Stormwing arrow can be used to scout your opponents. Allow me to break this down. If Stormwing arrow staggers your opponent in one attack, you know for sure they have less than 50 poise, meaning the wind AoE of Storm Assault will lead into your stab to land, dealing massive damage without any setup. If Stormwing arrow doesn't break your enemy poise, and they have 51 to 104 poise, your first arrow now dealt 50 poise damage to the enemy. Since poise doesn't decay slowly like status effects, but instead disappears after 30 seconds when you're last hit, your Storm Assault can now deal enough poise damage to true combo into its finishing blow. If your enemy is above 104 poise, well, that's not nearly as common, but you'll have to shoot them twice or use another move with your HTS arsenal to set up for Storm Assault. I'll talk about this later, but it isn't like poise is free. A quick mention for the other arrow slot. I slotted Serpent arrows as a spammable, especially for Barrage. We don't use the other arrow much, and I didn't want to fill it with sleep arrows, so I went with another arrow that has decently high status buildup that's good enough to potentially apply the status if my enemy takes a lot of hits. One more thing is, I'm not holding my bow in my left hand for quicker two-handing, because if you hold your bow in your left hand, the Barrage skill will override your main hand skill. By using the bow in the same hand, I can swap back to HTS in one click, and use the skill one-handed without needing to two-handed if needed. Alright, back to explaining the setup. First, Twin Blades and Spears only do 50 poise damage. I prefer 55 poise damage to deal a total of 105 poise damage alongside Storm Arrows, because people do aim for 101 or 103 poise, for some other breakpoints, such as Storm Stomp, Flaming Strike, or two-handed halberds. As for the Great Spear and halberds, they're okay too. The reason I chose heavy thrusting swords is because they deal less poise damage, allowing your Stormwing to lead into other moves that people might not expect to stagger them. And you're also better at setting up Storm Assault for enemies with over 104 poise by using the HTS moveset. This is the stat distribution. And this is the build. This build is quite stamina heavy, so feel free to replace the Shard of Alexander with Green Turtle Talisman too. I'm running Godskin Stitcher on Lightning because you can often run into people using Boiled Crab or Black Flame's protection while dueling. Despite that, the Spear Talisman is still worth it IMO, especially because the arrow is pure physical damage. These are the crystal tiers for the physic I'm running. Let's get into some duels. Heavy thrusting swords is quite a strong weapon type for PvP, so just using it can carry you through many matches already. However, I'm not nearly as familiar with this weapon as some of the other ones. This build was just very interesting to test out and very satisfying when Storm Assault lands. If you enjoy my videos, you can support my work by buying my fantasy novel. If you do buy my book, you can also request a topic or build from me, either through my Discord or Gmail. You know what, screw it, I'm gonna try a Stormcaller. That was probably a bad idea, but thankfully I didn't get punished. Okay. I might have to just do heavy thrusting sword trades because he's strafing and running a lot, so it's hard for me to land my bow shots. So just carefully use my heavy thrusting swords. And since he's low on HP, let's try to finish him off with an arrow and a barrage. Nice. Okay, we took the Beast Roar, but now we're set up. Okay, that was too fast. Let's try again, get closer, and nice. Okay, he was out of range, it's fine. We can just do some jumps if he's gonna try and parry. The light jump attack to light attack on heavy thrusting swords is very strong. Pre-buffed power stance, curved swords. Okay, I think I can demonstrate with him. I'll take a hit later on purpose to show that bleed can knock you out even though Storm Assault gives you infinite hyper armor in the air. Yeah, like that. Status procs can still knock you out of infinite hyper armor in the air. But yeah, he's just gonna spam the running attack, so if we space him out like this, we're fine. Okay, this poor soul doesn't have enough poise, so we either at very close range where claws can hit us, we can just Storm Assault and poise to the claws, or we can just beat him with heavy thrusting swords base movesets. Oops, oh, okay, I screwed up there. Forgot to two-hand my bow. You can't shoot with only one hand on your bow. Okay. Oh, thrusting swords are relatively quick. Oh no! I didn't get the stab in. Oh. Sometimes, like, if you don't space correctly, you don't get the stab in, only the wind. Oh! I thought I dodged. I didn't click well. Okay, that was definitely my misplay. I might get punished because of this. Let's try to finish him with... nice shot. There you see Stormwing Arrow already staggered him. It means that he has 50 or less poise. So later, if he gets really close, we can just Storm Assault him. Because we already know he doesn't have enough poise to tank our Storm Assault. Okay, he's trying to... Let's see if we can Storm Assault here. Poise through his thrusting sword, and there we go. shields are kind of a pain because this setup I don't really have much if I just don't do, like if he just dodges my heavy attacks, he won't get guard broken. I can't do much with my current setup unless I do my serpent arrows, but I don't want the focus to be too much on both, so we'll try to do some jump attacks or heavy attacks. Just play well and trade there. We're fine. Heavy thrusting swords are great against mages because your heavy running attack is insanely strong. Yep, like that, and we can bow to finish him off. And okay, let's try barrage if he's gonna do that. Yeah. Sorry, my guy. Let's see if we can do a setup here. Nice. Now our storm assault is set up. And okay, even if you set up, don't be afraid to just hit them and lose your setup. Because like, if you attack them, you reset their poise, but it's fine. If you see an opportunity to attack, just keep attacking. Setting up with Stormwing Arrow is supposed to just give you an extra option. He's rolling my arrows well. We'll try heavy thrusting swords. Ooh. Okay, thankfully. Let's do jump attacks. Okay, he's gonna frostbite me soon. Oh yeah! I literally just said he's gonna frostbite me and I tried Storm Assault. That was definitely my misplay. Okay, we'll just play a bit more carefully. Okay, I think I have an idea. We can technically just use Storm Assault later and he might try to raptor it. And I think we can trade his power stat. Yep, nice. Okay, yeah, I forgot I didn't set up. That was bad. Okay. Oh, oops. That was a bad dodge on my part. Okay. He's dodging well, so it's hard for me to... Oof. Okay. Too much... too much poor spacing on my end. GG. He's just gonna keep running. I guess he's gonna find a time to jump me. So let's just read the jump and trade with infinite hyper armor. Setup complete. And Storm Assault. There we go. Nice big chunk of HP advantage. Let's see. Okay, jump perfect. Jump and punish is missed. There we go. Even if we get poison, it's fine. Go aggressive. There we go. I think during my warm-up earlier, I lost to either him or someone else who was also using a heavy thrusting sword. Let's see if I can do better this round. Not sure if it was him though. Okay. Just careful. Nice. Okay, let's try to set up the Storm Assault now. Yep. Jump attack. Oh, nice. We even got a headshot. Okay, very aggressive. I might just stick to heavy thrusting sword attacks. Oof. Okay, if I eat one more of that, I'm dead. Trade. Oh, a roll, we can trade. Because he can only do the roll attack immediately after the roll. Storm Assault, we already checked. He doesn't have enough poise. And slicers are scary. We just need one more poke. Let's okay. No. Okay. Let's not get too hasty. We'll take it more carefully. And okay, if he wants to range, I guess we can trade storm arrows for swift glintstones. No. Okay, I wanted to sprint, accidentally let go and turned into a roll. Oh, I thought we traded there. Huh. Okay. Okay, just one more arrow. Just one more. Just need to be careful. He's gonna slice her, yeah. Just an arrow, there we go. Neither of us wanted to do a big move. Oh, it's him again. He immediately summoned me for another rematch. Okay, he knows about Storm Assault already, and I know his poise. Okay, Physic, that's fine. Okay, dodge this, easy dodge. Okay, we can take it slowly, it's fine. Dodge the attacks first. If a mage has Phalanx set up, you should be extra careful so you don't take free damage. Don't do a grounded shot like me, it's extra slow. I was going to maybe free aim, but then I was like, nah. Okay, spinning weapon is very scary if you actually get hit, but I reacted too slow. I could have punched there with a faster running heavy. Reaction speed when explaining. Okay. That was definitely too far for my stab to land. That was a bad play. Okay, we can trade the Piercer with Storm Assault Hyper Armor. There we go. Okay, we'll dodge this first. My bad timing. We'll punish the flasks, of course. Okay, we can trade this with our infinite hyper armor too, and we'll win the trade. Okay, I think that might either be 61 poise. And I didn't mean to roll forward there. That was supposed to be a dash. Let's see. Just do some strong move set of the heavy thrusting sword and mind our stamina. Okay, we'll set up now. Oh, nice 2 tap. First one was on the head. The second one hit, and I think he was still in hit stun, so I'm not sure about how much poise he has. Okay, the wind caught him anyway, and we just stabbed him to death. Like and subscribe, and see you next time.